BugeyeBob here again. Didn't get a chance to get a lot done this week. However, I got some very important things done. I got the rest of the installation done on the foot kick plates in the footwells, and I got that all-important rear bulkhead in the cabin area done. And one other thing I got done was I figured out a way, because it's very hard sometimes when you're working in some of these areas to see what the hell you're actually doing. What I actually did get done was discovered a way to put a light on my welding helmet so I could see what the hell I was welding.
Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. You can now make a one-time or recurring donation to help save Lazarus through PayPal. For less than the price of a cup of coffee each month, you can support this project as a member on Patreon. See the links in the description below.
So these are stick-on GoPro mounts, a little camera light that's designed to mount on top of a camera in the flash adapter spot. Put one mount on the side, one mount on top, and I can now have something that allows me to focus at what I'm aiming at. Are there better ways of doing this? Hell yes, but this is what I had available. I'd really like to have some small, I'd originally tried gluing a washer and putting one of these lights on. They just don't work for shit. So that's why I went to this light. This light is, if I remember correctly, I've had it for like, I don't know, 6, 7, maybe 10 years. Real long time. Don't remember exactly how long. But I don't remember it being terribly expensive. And comes with a thing like this on it, and you've got a thing on it to make it kind of a broader wide angle thing. You can change the color of the light to make it a more amber color, like an incandescent light. And it's got these barn doors on it that you can use to control where the light flows. None of which is important for my purpose, but back when I bought the thing and was doing a lot of film work, that was important. So anyways, GoPro mount just snaps in. I can adjust the angle of it. I can adjust the, which direction it turns. Worked out really slick. Now, let us go back and look at what I have been welding up. So like I said, I got these foot panels into the foot panel area, welded up all of the plug welds. Not a pretty sight. Still have to grind them all down. On the other side here, I did in a couple of places touch up the welds, and I need to basically go through and grind all that stuff down. Now let's talk about the really important part here. This is the rear bulkhead. It's a major structural component. This had to go in before other stuff could go in. I got plug welded this all down, plug welded around here. And if you look down right there, this lower part here, I was actually able to use my spot welder on and do spot welds. Would have been nice to be able to do the whole thing with spot welds. Just couldn't do it. There's no way to fit the spot welder I have in there. On the far side, over here you'll see that I've welded it onto this part. I did not weld it down onto the inner sill because that inner sill has to be replaced. Now, In the process of fitting this, I was pretty rough in some areas, and you can see that this is kind of coarse around here, not really uptight. If you look down in on these, well, you can see it on the other side there. If you focus in on that inside edge over there, you'll see that that's not exactly tight around in there. So my plan is, one thing that has to happen when these pieces go in, this has to be bent back around, this has to be bent back around, and then a piece is going to have to be put in there to make this all fit in right. So eventually these holes like this will all get filled in. The one back over in this corner, which is one back over in this corner right here, that'll all get filled in so that this is all enclosed totally like it should be. I've got this panel in. Very nice the way that I finally got that in. I'm finally learning how to do those welds and have them come out fairly flat, and I mean, when that's painted, you won't even be able to tell that was welded there. I still have to make the piece to go in here. That'll be coming up in the next episode. I tried treating the bottom of this with some phosphoric acid rust converter treatment. Some places it worked good, some places it didn't work so good. I may end up, oddly enough, having this thing have a bit of sandblasting done on it after I've got everything put in place instead of before. We'll just have to see how it goes. All right, so that's about it for this week. Like I said, it was going to be a short one. Make some comments, ask some questions, like it. That helps a lot. Share it. If you can become a member over on Patreon at $4 a month, that would be great. If you'd just like to make a one-time donation, we can do that through PayPal or recurring donations through PayPal. Any help greatly appreciated. It is not cheap restoring one of these things. I think it's important to save these older cars. Every year there's fewer and fewer of them around, and you know, sometimes it's important. This isn't one of the most popular. It's not like a $1 billion or $1 million Mustang or $1 million Dodge, whatever. And to me, perhaps that's even more reason to save a car like this, is because it's kind of unique. In the U.S. in particular, there aren't very many of them, and so it's kind of important work to be done. A thankless job, but somebody's got to do it, and I guess I'm the guy to do it. So thank you very much for watching, and you folks have a blessed life and a great day. As you can see, I've got this piece, corner piece, welded in. Got to take and push the vehicle outside, grind the welds off, find out where my problems are, and fix them. Be back in a second. All right. I am now going to go through and find where all the pinholes are at. Stick my head in here for a minute. Hill, turn the light on, dumbass. You got a pinhole right there, a pinhole right there, a pinhole right there. And those are the only pinholes I see. So let's weld those up real quick. Okay. It should have done it. All right, I do believe that patch is pretty well in. There might be a little bit of dippiness in it, but when this is, I need to kind of spot weld this piece here down. When this piece here is welded in, everything should be fine. You can see it's actually almost tight against the old sill here, so it's straightened up quite a bit. I think we're good. We're going to call that done.
Well, folks, that's it for this episode of BugeyeBob. I really appreciate you watching and hope that, like me, you've learned a few things to do or maybe not to do in this episode. Please like and comment on this video as it encourages YouTube to share it with others and helps grow the channel. Make sure you subscribe and click the bell to get notified when new videos are released. If you'd like to support this channel and save Lazarus from the recycle furnace, you can now make a one-time or recurring donation through PayPal. You can also support this restoration project by becoming a member at patreon.com/BugeyeBob. Patreon members get early access to the videos and in the future will enjoy question and answer sessions and live streams. As this channel grows, future Patreon member benefits will include bonus or extended videos, member names in the credits, and the ability to suggest topics for future videos. You can follow this BugeyeBob restoration on YouTube and Facebook. You'll find the links in the description below for PayPal, Patreon, YouTube, and Facebook. Once again, thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and supporting this channel.